a new day. I'm working on trying to get the base balanced. So I got this, it's a little clamp, a little Craftsman, it says made in USA, so I kind of like it because of that. So, but I've got it set in here so that I can set this on there. So what I got is this base here for what I'm doing, and I want to balance it. So I'm trying to find out where this would be balanced, because I want to weld this clamp on there to be able to pick this up, and I need it balanced. So with it, where I put this handle on there, it'll be balanced. So you can just pick it up and it'll not be front or back heavy, or however you want to say that. So I'm trying to find where that's at. I think right there. Right there. So that's got to be center. So I'm going to take this little guy and I'm going to cut this off, take this out of there, and it's got a nice little flat spot on it right here. So my hand's a little bit bigger, but most people's hands will fit in there, and mine does too, good enough. So it's got a nice handle to be able to get it. So I'll take and I'll put this on there so that you can pick this thing up. Because ultimately, I think what I'm going to try to do is on this part of this, on that part here, I got a bunch of old yardsticks, and I'm thinking I might glue them on all the way around. Just nicer to look at other than just the post. So, if that's being done, then they're a little bit more fragile. You just don't want to bang them around. So I figure if a guy just takes it, puts that on there, and if this is on the floor, you'll tilt it sideways, and then you grab this handle that I'm going to weld on there, and you pick that up, and then you'll be picking it up and it'll set like this. So you're less likely to damage those things that are on here, and an easy way to pack this around. So I got to remember, Mary's not a very big gal, so I'm trying to cater this to her, even though this is a little bit heavier. But I think if a guy can have that handle and pack it around with it evenly weighted, should do her pretty good. So I got to cut this thing out so that I can get to this, so I can start making my mounting brackets for it. So we'll do that. And there's my handle. I'll just mount that on that shaft and we'll be good. Now we'll get ready for the next one. Well, here we go. I'm getting the little handle mocked up here. I'm hoping that I can weld in here into there and it'll hold. Well, we'll see if we can knock them off of there once I get it cooled off. No. That's what I worried about. See, that one came off. Of course, this is kind of cast, and I don't know if that's going to work too good. We'll have to, I'm going to try to drill a hole into this and then see if I can get it to bite better. This one, I got the hole here that it's screwed into. I drilled holes in the metal to get it to adhere to it. I can try to drill or weld down inside there too. That might help this side. So if I drill into this, and I'll try that. So I took and drilled holes here and here in this pipe, and then I welded that in place, and I got the hammer to test it, and I hit that and it just flew off. So not so good, but so I ended up drilling this. This is thick enough here. I took a chance on threading it. So then I drilled this and threaded it and just put 2 bolts in there, and it seems to hold pretty good. So there you go. It's come out pretty good. Well, we're still moving along. I got the bottom on this figured out for having this set on here and being able to swivel, I got the bottom cut in there for the hole and just put the bottom back in. That's the original bottom out of that second barrel. And then made it so it can swivel. I cut the bottom, made a template, and I cut the bottom out of this, the green barrel that I had to use to put on the bottom of this because this one was so bad. So I used the bottom of it. And then now I'm trying to get a top piece. And I thought nothing better would work other than this. These arches are not the same now. They're kind of flattened out and stuff. So this does not fit. As you can see, it's curved clear in. So this side's even worse, more flat. So I'm going to cut, I don't know if you can see this, but I'm going to cut the inside of this out, and I might have to relief cut this to kind of spread this out a little bit to get this to fit. And then once I do, I left this little lip here. I'll probably cut the center of this out and patch that, and I'll have to, once I put these together and make this kidney shape, it'll pretty much be this shape in there for the most part to fit in the top. So I won't have as big a hole there to deal with. So that's what I'm doing. There, we got it cut up. So now I need to measure how long I need that and then cut this, and then I'll have to try to spread them out to fit the arc of that. So I'll have to do some measurements and cut. I got that cut now, and so I'm going to try to get a template made right in here on the inside of this molding area, and then I'll try to get a piece of metal cut for that and then tack weld it in here, and then up on top I'll put a little deal that's going sideways, and I think I'm going to arch it, and then I'm going to try to backlight this piece up here. I'm going to try to have the name of her company in that and try to put it on there. So I don't know if that's going to work out. All this stuff, you know, you just work out as you go. So I think I have enough right there to use that. We'll have to take this piece off of there. I think it's bolted on here. Then we can miss these two holes and these two holes and get that piece there. And I think it's crusty enough to match up with what we're doing. Okay, so what I'm doing is I got a bunch of these old yardsticks. They got old advertisements on them and stuff. And I'm gonna put them on this post here. You see that I painted this up, cleared it, coated it earlier. And so I wanted to get these all put in place on here. The idea is to glue all these on and get them to stay. Oh, did you get the good color on the bottom?
Showing.
This come out really cool. Got that all cleaned up and clear coated all that, scrubbed it up. And I got this cleaned up on the bottom and clear coated that, so that's all nice and clean. It'll come out pretty cool. Well, I got my plastic pieces made up that I was wanting. This is plexiglass. And I got them made up. I have two for the top. Let me show you the bottom first. So I got welcome signs made up. You can see it's kind of thick. I want to kind of overbuild it like I do everything. And so I got the same colors. I don't know if you can see how it looks with light through it, but I want to backlight these. And it's got the same type of colors that the barrel has. You can see that here. So I got one for each side. I wanted the logo to kind of show, and then I want to put this on here like this. And I want to have the backlight. You can see how it would look if it had light coming through it a little bit. So I want to kind of light this up on one on this side, and then one on the opposite side for each of those, and then light them up. So that's what them two pieces will look like. And then top, this top piece here, I got two of these made. And I'll have to put it on here sideways because my clamp's right there, but I want to put this on top, and what I'm thinking I'm going to probably do, put a slit in here and try to put light up through the bottom of that so it'll light this up and light these up on each side, same on both sides. So that's what I'm hoping to do. So right now I'll show you what I'm doing on top here. On the top part here, I got this piece made, and I got these in here. I got them cut. These are two separate pieces, as we seen earlier. Relief cut those so I could get this exact bend to match the barrel. And then I cut the bottom of another barrel out, and I'm just about ready to tack weld this in on the top for my top piece. We'll clear coat this here too, and this will really pop once I do that. So what I was wanting to do was to have a place for her to, for Mary to have business cards on the deal there we got. And I was trying to think of something that would be automotive or something that's kind of cool that you'd know by looking at it that it was for that. And so I found something that was perfect. These guys, regulators. Voltage regulators. You take these off. They're usually always really nice on the inside because they're sealed off. So I got one here. It's an old Delco Remy. It's kind of used up, you know. But then I got one here that's a little bit nicer. It says American Bosch voltage regulator, made in the USA. Kind of cool, and it's in pretty nice shape. So we take these apart. Like I said, usually they're pretty nice inside, so it'll be perfect for a business card. They're about the right size for that. Let's see what we get here. And if it fits, then I'll just bolt it onto there. So, you see it's nice inside. Yeah, see there? It's all nice inside. So, just about perfect for a business card to set in. Like that. I think I'll put something in the bottom so they set up a little bit higher, but I think it'll work. Just the right size. Right on the money. Woohoo! And this old beater one, we'll see what it looks like inside too. Look at that. It's pretty nice inside too. And so then they're nice. Perfect size. Like I said, I'll set them up a little bit higher so you can see them. Just right. Found it! Just right. We're going to use a voltage regulator cover. I guess I'll be sucking these. So there we go. Okay, well, I'm going to put them right on the side here, just like that. And I decided I needed some spacers to get them out away from there a little bit. And I'm going to use these old castle nuts right here. If you can see that, but I'm just going to use those for a spacer nut, just because they're kind of cool looking. So we'll do something like that. They're way too long, but they're the only ones I could find that were the right size. Put these guys on. That's going to be cool. Like that. Just put the business card right in there. I like it. Like I said, I'll put it up a little higher. So it sits up in there about like that. My honey bunch, she came up with an idea of putting some cork in there, so I like that. It's light and it would fill in. So we'll try that. Nice. Well, I want to show you what I'm doing now. I'm putting the little side pieces on. I had to drill these holes in here to match these guys. And I got one of these to go on each side here. So I'm drilling the holes trying to get this lined up. So that I can have these welcome signs on there. And I'm hoping I can backlight these to see if it's going to turn out. But I really like they match my colors here really well. So I've got these little spacers here, like this here, and they're threaded on the ends here. And that's what I'm hoping to put here to get that thing out far enough to get past the ribs here and all. That's the idea. So I don't know if you can see these, but this is pointing out this way, and I need them to be in like this. It's because it's rounded there, so I've been hammering on this here, trying to draw them in so that they can go straight in, and hopefully my holes line up afterwards, but not like drill them out. I don't know if you can see that, but it's going out at an angle. We want to try to draw that in. Now they're coming in now. I'm not too worried about the dent in behind because that piece will cover that, and this whole thing's kind of patinaed anyway, so it kind of falls into place with all of that even. There it goes. There it goes. Getting kind of tight. A little tighter than I like. I'm just barely snugging these up. I don't want to crack this. It's probably a lot stronger than I think it is. I got all these things made over at Precision Science here in town here in Lewiston, and they do an amazing job. They always are helping me out with my graphics, and they've helped me with everything I've ever done. Pete over there, he's the bomb. I'll tell you, he does a great job. They do really good work. They're the ones that made this stuff, and the one I got on top. So, anyhow, that's what we're doing here. Just doing a little at a time. Well, I got some satin clear here. And I'm just gonna clear the whole thing just like it is, as is, with all the crap on it. Well, I've wiped it all down nice, but so we'll see how it turns out. I got all the little spacers on here, and I got this dented in so it kind of straightened them up. Put it in straight enough where it seemed to like it well enough. Got my little regulator pieces on there, so there we go. Oh, look at how rich these colors are going to be. Look at that. You just thing on that. Woohoo! It's gorgeous. Look at that. I don't know if you guys can see it, but she's awesome. Look at the color. Woo. Look at the colors coming in. Gorgeous. That's a little glossier than it will be once it dries. Look at that. Dadgum. Tell me that's not cool, huh? That's awesome. Woohoo! We're getting there, Mary. I've gotten to the point where I don't want to give it away. That means I must be doing good. These colors on that bottom can. Woo! Gotta love it. There you go. Look at that. Darkens that right up. Wow, it's awesome. Look at that. Woohoo! It's a little cold outside. I think it's maybe down to 18 or so. I think we got it up to about 50-some degrees in here right now, but that's with the wood stove and we got the gas deal up here perking away. Look at that. Daggone, that's awesome. Look at all that history. We just captured all that history in there. You gotta like it, huh? You gotta like it, right? What's that, Mary? Yeah, you like it? Well, that's good, because this is what you're getting. Woohoo! I feel good now. I feel good, yeah. Woohoo! Or something. Look at that. Woohoo! Gotta be something wrong with a guy that loves junk that's just put together to look like something, huh? It's alright. Call me crazy. I love this stuff. I can't wait to get those pieces that I showed you that I put on. I can't wait to get that backlit. I hope I can find the right lighting to do that. The one on top, I want to shoot the light straight up through it, so we'll see if I can find the right lighting. I'm going to have to enlist my son, probably. He looks at all that stuff more than I do, so. You can do, huh? It was your time thinking, I can't believe it. The bottom plate here. This is a piece that goes in the bottom here. Look at that pretty color. It's not dry, but it's not bad. Whew. Pretty strong smelling. We feel like we're going live it. My oh my, what a wrenching thing. Okay, so that thing's pretty well done. And then I got this piece. This is the top. Get that clear coated up. Gotta get the Vidal Sassoon 1875 dryer. Top of the market for shop drying projects. Well, that's just after your honey bunch of a woman decides that she's done with using it. You don't take the one that you're using. I've learned that. You know, after 40 years with the same woman, you start learning some things, even if you're a guy. Alright, good enough. I like it. And that guy will sit down on there like that. This only fits on one way. And that's the way. And then once they get all done, I'll go ahead and crimp these down just like you would on the original barrel. Man, doesn't that look cool? Daggone. That is awesome. Shoot, I think that looks bigger than, I'm not sure what, but it does look bigger. Look at that. You gotta like it, don't you? Well, I guess Mary's gotta like it. Alright, I think that's all the farther I'm going tonight. Getting late. Gotta go take Honey Bunch out and get something to eat tonight. And get a little movie thing ready for Bible study for the guys tomorrow. So, or Tuesday, I should say. Alright, well, good enough. We got to another stage here. And thanks for watching. And we'll see you when I do the next thing to this. Well, I have to cut this slit in here because the piece I'm putting on top so I can have a light shine through the bottom into the piece that's up here. So I'm kind of in the process of doing that right now. Alright, well, we're getting closer. So I'm gonna put these little deals here. I got these things made Precision Science is He's always helping me out with this. Tell you what, they do an amazing job. I wanted them to match the color and the look of this here. I'd say they did it. Did really good. So anyway, I want to put these on here. I got these little deals on here so we can put these little fellers on. I want to backlight it if I can, but I don't know if that's going to be possible. I got some lights, and they aren't exactly probably the perfect ones for this, but they're the ones that we had here locally. So I went ahead and got them. And we're going to see how they work. This is just 1/4 inch plexiglass with the vinyl sticker on the back to show it up on the front. You can see how nicely matched that is. I don't know if you can, but see how they match that. They did a wonderful job. They always do good work there. Precision Science here in Lewiston. Okay, so I'm gonna do that. And then I've got these lights here that I want to kind of put around the outside, I guess, if I can. See how well this is going to work. So I could put maybe one down the center. I don't know. I kind of like the light to be in the behind of it. Stuff is really grippy. Stuff is grippy. Need it to not be so memory here. Oh, looks like that comes off and that's sticky on the back side. I see. I see how that works, huh? Gotcha. Then go around the outside. That be on the bottom. Like tuck it back in. Okay, well, I'm trying to get the light put on here. I got one done here. I'll show it to you. Got a little remote for it. There we go. What's that? Huh? That's pretty cool, huh? I like it. And I put him in there so you can see him, so it catches your attention. If you're looking over and you see this, you might want to be coming over and checking things out. That's the whole idea. And you can change the colors and how much it does its thing and whatever too. So anyway, pretty sweet, huh? So I'll show you when I get the top piece back on, and so now I'm going to go ahead and put this one together. Got these on a reel.